All right, at Fox 5 Health News, many women with breast cancer may be able to skip chemotherapy. A new study finds that this will not hurt their odds of beating the disease.
Joining us now is Dr. Devi from NYU School of Medicine. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Oh, we've had so many conversations back and forth, so much information about test this, test that. Talk to us about this with some clarity, please.
This is an exciting development. So with this test, what they're really looking at is women with breast cancer that's in its early stages. So that means it hasn't spread to the lymph nodes, hasn't spread anywhere else in the body. And on top of that, it's positive, meaning it's responsive to hormones, so estrogen or progesterone, the female hormones, so that's what drives its growth. Now, normally, if you had that type of cancer, what you would do is get it removed surgically, and then you get hormone-blocking drugs so that it would stop the growth, and then on top of that, you might get chemotherapy. So in this case, with this test, what they're looking at is to see, would the chemo give you any additional benefit, or could you just go with the surgery and the hormone-blocking drugs? And they were able to separate the women out into two groups. So the ones that really responded very well to the hormone blocking treatments, they really didn't get any additional benefits from chemotherapy. It was basically unnecessary almost. It didn't improve their chances of survival. So the good news, the reason that that's so good, is because if these women test positive on that test, then they don't have to get chemotherapy anymore. There's no benefit. They don't have to experience those side effects.
So grueling and terrible for your health in general. I mean, getting chemo is just a terrible thing to have to go to, right?
Sure, and chemotherapy can actually kill you as well because it can weaken your immune system. So women are counseled about that, but because they weigh the cancer and the chemotherapy together, then they might elect the chemotherapy, right? But if there's no benefit, there's no reason to go down that route. But for some women, the chemotherapy is very helpful. So in that case, they actually can get it
It's great
still.
to be able to go into that knowing or having a better idea which side you fall on, whether it's going to work. It's a horrible thing to do and then have it not help you.
You're right, Steve. And then on top of that, the other thing we worry about always is cost, right? Sometimes there are these tests or these developments and people can't afford them.
Yes.
Now this test is a little bit over $4,000, which is a lot.
It is.
But the good news is at least it's covered by a lot of insurance companies, including
Because it could
Medicare.
save the insurance companies a lot of money.
Yeah, if you think about the treatment, you know, the expense of having the chemotherapy and any complications from chemotherapy, this could save them a lot of money. So that is a good thing.
Hopefully the price comes down on the test over
How
time,
widely
too,
available? We're thinking what?
Well, it is widely available, and then the thing about this study, which is nice, is that it's been going on for a long time. It's been going on for 5 years.
Yeah.
They just published the results, so they can be more confident in the results as well. So people hopefully will see some change in the way that the cancer is managed now.
Wow, well, let's hope there will be coverage, because $4,000 is a lot of money if
Yeah.
you don't
Of
have
course.
that coverage.
Sounds
Thank you so
encouraging.
much.
Good stuff. All right, thank you, Dr. Devi. Let's talk about the weather.